Hi, this is Michelle with Magical Yoga Arts, Twin Flame Fighters, the Rhode Island Twin Flame Society on Facebook. And I realized that today is an infinity date. It is March 11, 2019. So March, the number 3, plus 11, which equals 2, plus 2019, which is 9 plus 1 plus 2 are 9 and 3. Which is 11 year again, so 12, so a 12 year is 3. So we have 3, 2, and 3. So 3 plus 2 plus 3 is 8, because we have the March is the number 3, the 11 is broken down into a 2, and the 2019 is broken down into 2 plus 1 plus 9, or 12, or 1 plus 2 is 3. So when we put 3 plus 2 plus 3, that is 8, or the infinity symbol. And so this is a general and twin flame reading for this infinity date, which is what happens to the twins after the 11-11-11 portal. And now we're going into the 2012, we're in 2019, which is a 12 portal year. Yeah, got all messed up tonight, sorry. With a time change yesterday and people all sleepy and everything, with this spring is in the air and everyone's just discombobulated. Well, that's me tonight. I slept so much today. I was so drawn out, and my moods have been all over the place, like up and down, happy one minute and creative, and the next minute like crying my eyes out and not happy. And so what happens now? So the twins are out of the 11-11-11 coming into the 12 portal. The 12-12-12 is coming up this year, December 12th. 2019 is a 12-12-12 portal, which is even probably more of a portal than the 2012 portal, which was December 21st, 2012, when everyone thought, either the end of the world, the greatest thing in the world. Well, that was a time of waking up and change for a lot of people, including myself. So now we're in this other portal that's coming this December. So from here until this end of this year, we have a choice, okay? So this is the infinity date to this date. But this December 12th, 2019, this year, the 12-12-12 portal is going to be huge. So what we have to think about is, if we're going to keep doing this, and it goes around and around, we keep coming back and we keep learning our lessons and we keep moving forward and we keep maybe relearning our lessons or not moving forward until we're able to. And then, so I do past life readings and I do future life readings. So this is what I'm talking about when I say the infinity date. This date of this year, before the 12-12-12 portal in December, is extremely important for a lot of people. And I almost didn't do this reading. I almost didn't, I swear. But then I decided, it's too important. I got another burst of energy, which is really weird because I've been up and down even, from like hour to hour lately, and feeling a lot of stuff going on in the world right now is shifting because of this infinity date today. So I want to get this done hopefully before midnight, so I'm going to start right now, and these are the decks I have. So I'm just going to pull all the cards and then I'll explain it all. So I'm going to do the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, and this card is from the deck from Doreen Virtue, of course, one of her first decks. And so this is the card I'm going to pick for that. And then I have the Golden Thread Tarot. And so this one I'm going to break up, I think, into like 3 piles somewhere. I'm going to make a little bit of room here on my table. And then I'm just going to flip over all 3 of these here. This one. These are the past lives. I already have the Asking is Given card on top for that one, so I'm not going to go there. These are in the moment daily inspirations from Guru Dev Yogi Amrit Desai, and so I'm going to pick 2 from his pile. I just pick those 2 right there. Okay, and then we'll have Jesus deck from Doreen Virtue, and again I'm going to cut it in 3s, and then I'm going to actually cut it into 4s, and I'm going to take one from this side of the pile, one from this side of the pile, put these 2 in the middle, back together, put them all back together. Don't want to get these mixed up. So I'm just going to take 2 from the Jesus deck. So there we have that, and that's from the Jesus deck, Burning Virtue. So now I'm going to go on to Angels of Atlantis, and this deck is a really cool deck also. This is Stuart Pearce, Angels of Atlantis. So this one I'm going to kind of try to shuffle one-handed again. I mean, I do these things sometimes like really random. I don't need to shuffle a whole lot of cards. I just go by my intuition and what I feel right. So even when I'm doing a regular reading and I am doing like a mega shuffle, like I see a lot of people shuffle, 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 shuffle. Well, mine is whatever comes out is meant to come out. You know, that's what Spirit wants. So here we go, Michael. Enchantment. Okay, that's that one. Tattoo Tarot, which is my future life deck. I decided to use Intuition. So this one I'm going to split up again and into 3 and pick out 2. It'll be from this side, from this one. And then I'll put this part of the deck in the middle back. And maybe pick out one more, but I'm going to reshuffle this a little bit. So let me just do this in a reshuffle quick here. So the cards will be all shuffled up a little bit here. Nice. I'm going to take this part, put this part down, put this part here. Actually, the one that fell out, oops, sorry, lost you guys. This is on the top. I think I'm going to take that one there. And that'll be nice. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put that guy back in or not, but I think I'll keep it out. So I got 3 from this one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's that. Yeah. Okay, and then I have postcards from Spirit. So this one I'm going to just cut it in half. Pick the one on the left, and this will resonate with a divine masculine on the left. This card on the right is for divine feminine. So masculine and feminine will get some messages from the other side as to what to do about this infinity symbol, blue moon coming up in May, and the 12 portal in December. Okay, so that will be for them. And then butterfly oracle cards, of course, during virtue again. And again, I'm just going to kind of cut the deck a few times, shuffle it around here and there until it feels okay to me for whatever I want to do here. I'll put these back on top. And a couple flew out. So, you know what? These flew out, and there are a lot of cards I'm going to leave them there because they just stayed there on the table and I went to put up the rest, and they kind of just flew right out there, so I'm going to leave them there. Alright, so there we have it. So this is the Infinity General Collective reading and Twin Flame Divine Masculine Feminine reading for today, March 11, 2019. So I'm going to start with the first one I picked out, which was the helpful person from Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. So someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So it's good to stay around people that are upbeat at this time, and anybody that you think that might help you if you have any issues that you're trying to work on and you can trust them. I would say it's not always your immediate family. It doesn't have to be blood. It can be like a best friend, or it could be a counselor or a coworker, somebody that you might have some interest in doing something together, you know, like going out to like see a movie or a club or something like that. Even doesn't have to be anything major. Could be just getting away and taking a break. So if you're around anybody that's helpful to you, that can help you in any way to keep your spirits up, and see that shining water and see the schools of fish behind it, you need to stay with your school or your tribe. And you don't know who that is, then just, you know, maybe try to pick a person that really resonates with you or that you think is really upbeat. And even if you're not real close with anybody, try to make a new friend maybe even and go out and have that person. Or if someone's offering you help, don't be afraid to take it. If someone that you don't know offers you help and says, come on out, go for it. I just had somebody who I haven't heard from in a while ask me to go out with them. We keep in touch once in a great while, and so I'm going to go out for her this week, and that'll be uplifting. So thank you to her. You know who you are when you watch this. So we'll probably hang out, you know, go maybe take in a movie or something, or go to a walk at the mall or whatever, shop, you know, things like that. So it's good to have people around you at this time because the energies are really funky and wonky. So you want to stay close to people that keep you upbeat. So next we have the In the Moment Daily Inspirations. I got two from Guru Dev, and it's whatever you feel and whatever you have felt since you were born is playing an absolutely necessary part in your ongoing transformation and unfoldment. There's a lot going on with past life stuff right now. So whatever you feel and whatever you felt since you were born, that is absolutely necessary part in your ongoing transformation and form and unfoldment. So if you have vivid memories or you have thoughts or things about your childhood that you're working on, that you want to stick to those morals since you were young and you want to accomplish something, or you always had something, like I always loved music since I was young. I started playing the piano when I was about 5 or 6, 7 years old. Stringed instruments. I was always in a chorus and music, and I was out at the mall and nursing homes in kindergarten, first grade, third grade. I was into music in junior high, and I'm in music today. So, and I have been the last few years since my big awakening in 2012 when I got back into music, and I've always loved to sing and dance. But now I'm actually performing and making it, and it's always something I've loved to do since I was little, so stick to those things. And then by concentrating on how you do something, you become the creator of your experience rather than having the experience create you. So even when you don't feel like it, like I know this is hard, but by concentrating on something, you do have the power over it. So even when you don't make the time to do something you knew you should have, and you look back, you go, darn, I could have had that mastered already if I would just put in the time and I was lazy and turned the TV on or had a sandwich or played with the dog. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just keep going. Try to be more conscious of those things and make more time. And if you're still doing those things like I am, it's okay, as long as you keep yourself in the loop. So I just finished Girls Rock Camp. I was so grateful for them. They gave me another scholarship like they did in 2013, which I was very grateful for. I still take lessons there. Some of it I've paid for from 2018 to be doing that still. I have so many different instruments here, and sometimes I don't pick them up, but that's okay because I'm still in the loop. I haven't lost it. So as long as you keep going, whatever is your passion is, do not lose your passion for those things. Excuse me, the smoke's getting to me a little bit with that frankincense and myrrh going on the table. And my throat's a little bit dry because I have been singing a lot this weekend. So I'll probably need a water in a sec. But concentrating on how you do it, you become the creator. So make more intent. That's the only thing. Don't give up. Just make the intent, and once you do it and put that first foot out there, even if it's little, it'll make a big impact, I promise you. So the more past life stuff is coming up here with this deck. It's called the Golden Thread Tarot. I love this deck. This is my go-to past life deck. So the Queen of Pentacles is upside down. So some of the females watching this, or if you resonate with a she, her, more female than male, or divine feminine, you're having issues now because there was issues in the past with money, and that's coming up still. Whether it's family related from your line, heritage, ancestors, and it's always been a thing with money, and money is the root of all evil, or we've never have enough, and we're not lucky, or blah blah blah, that kind of thing. It's really resonating with you right now. It's resonating with me. So just be aware, it's a lot of past life stuff, and it's a lot of ancestral stuff going on right now around the earth, and not just in money, but in general in earth, and it can be other things too. So with earth, we think of earthly things. So don't get too attached to anything, not just money. Maybe it's people, maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's overeating, those kind of things too. So just be aware of that if you resonate with divine feminine or the she or her, and just be aware that it's coming up. So the other one that's coming up from past life issue, just flew out of my hands here, is also the 8 of Cups. And this is also a time, of like depression and gloom and doom and all that good stuff from the past, and that's coming up for me as well. Whether it's past that has to do with ancestral stuff, or it's past that has to do with even this life. Like I have issues with depression in the past, and though I've been off medication since 2013, the last week especially has been extremely trying for me. Extremely trying. It almost feels like, do I want to go back on that? No. Do I want to try to keep my vibe up? Yeah, I better do that. So that's where that first one comes in with helpful people. And the second one in the moment. So just be aware that when stuff comes up, you can change your vibe. Even if you don't feel like it, you can. You just have to put on a smile and fake it until you make it and try, and or just, get up the gusto and do it anyway. Even when you don't feel like it, I swear it works. It does. And the next one is the chariot. So the chariot is upside down, okay? So a lot of us, the past life stuff, we had a lot going on as far as a lot of choices and maybe standing still and not making a choice, or having to decide on one and not making the right one while it's upside down. So this time right now that we are living in this year, today into the new moon in May, into the 12-12-12 portal, and the end of the year, so December 12th, 2019 will be the 12-12-12 portal. So this is the time to make those decisions that maybe we need to make and break. So if we're going to break off with an addiction, or break off with a certain person for good, even if you don't do it like in the physical, at least make that intention and stick with it in any way you can. Emotional, financial, spiritual, anyway. Even if it isn't in the physical yet, just extreme intention is enough to get it done, okay? So you can change your path, can change your ancestors, you can pray for them, and you can change their future lives as well as your own right now by making the right decisions and sticking with it, and which we will. We're on that path where things are definitely changing. And we are going to make the right decisions, and we're not going to stand still anymore, where before we may have had too many choices. Now we're going to make a choice, and more of us are going to make the right choices. Maybe not all, but a lot of us. And so I'm going to speed this up because I don't have a lot of time right now. The most powerful law in the universe, and this is from Ask and Is Given, and this is Esther and Jerry Hicks, okay? And this one is the most powerful law in the universe. Is every thought vibrates, every thought radiates a signal, every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call the process the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. So stick with those people that are familiar with you, and high vibe, and do the things that you love. And that's just another confirmation there to kind of help you out. Now Jesus, loving words from Jesus. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So just don't worry about this stuff too much, okay? Give it up to your guides, your angels, your higher self. We want to know, okay, that you are the light of the world. It's upside down, that even if you're not Christian, even if you're not Catholic, you don't believe in Jesus at all, you don't believe in Mary, and the whole Christmas stuff, it's upside down. And he knows that. God knows that. Your higher self knows that. The universe knows that. Not everybody does, okay? So whether you do or not, it doesn't mean that you're any different and that you're forgotten or that you're going to be left out in the cold. You don't have to believe in anything. You don't have to be a certain way. There are no rules. You can be out of the box. As long as you're within your own morals, like in the beginning from birth, and it's in your heart to like stick to your guns, like the Guru Dev in the moment thing, then it's okay. Angels of Atlantis is next, Stuart Pierce, and this is Michael enchantment. And again, this is St. Michael. If you don't believe in St. Michael, then that's fine. Michael the Archangel, but enchantment. So enchantment just means magic, and there is the unicorn looking away. So don't be afraid of being magical and taking on your own power, but also enchantment can be protection as well. So you can call on your higher self or the universe or St. Michael to protect you. Especially from maybe some negative enchantment where you're trying to do something and people are luring you away from it. See how he's looking away, so they don't want you to go and follow your dreams and your path or what is right for you, because they're scared. They're going to lose out, or they're going to lose you, or they don't know what to do without you. So just be aware of that and ask for help. Next we have the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. It's the King of Swords. It's the Five of Cups upside down, and the Three of Cups. So the 5 and the 3. So here's that infinity, the 8, but it's split. So the 3, I think, is it's more like spirit, Trinity, if you think of it that way, but also spirit, and there's blood, and like we're all family, okay? So no matter what, whether we're split up and we don't believe in the same things, we're all from the same creator. And so the Five of Cups is upside down in the eye because not everybody sees or believes the same way, but we can all be the best that we can be, our own highest and best self. And so the King of Swords, this is representative to me of the masculine, or if you resonate with a he pronoun, masculine pronoun, or divine masculine. Okay, a lot of because women, I think women get this a lot more than men, so that's why this is coming out, and especially in the future, it will be a lot different. Men are going to start treating women different. They are going to cut out a lot of the false beliefs, false issues of, like womanizing and pornography and that kind of thing. Not that there's not women out there that do that. I'm sure, there's plenty of them. All right. There's other things too, and I'm not like 100% pure, So we all have our deep, dark, maybe things that we never wanted to ever say or talk about and still haven't, but we're working on. That's okay. But that will change, especially for the masculine in the world and the men in power, especially. So now we have the messages for the divine masculine and feminine from Spirit. So I'm going to read you these, and these are from postcards from Spirit. And this is masculine, and it is a hummingbird, and it says, with love. So dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for your self-care. Not more work on yourself, in quotes. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. Be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently but firmly and go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished, and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. So the message from Spirit, because I had to think about, is this a feminine or a masculine? I kept almost wanting to say feminine, but I knew it was for the masculine, is the Spirit wants the masculines to act more feminine and to do the things, the self-care that a lot of the women still, I know we put ourselves last, but we still make time for ourselves, most of us, around us. We do these things for ourselves, even if it's once in a blue moon, once in a year. But men don't, most of the time never. So they need to start doing that and bringing out some of their feminine side. And then this is for the divine feminine from Spirit. And this one is let's see, I can't read it right now. So this one here, hang on one second, I'm trying to read it, but it's very difficult to read the front of it. It says, hope floats, I think, something like that. I think that's what it says, hope floats, and there's 3 angels on the front. So this is for the feminine. So, dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and changes upon you. This is cause for the celebration, no need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainty of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now, let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help you steer to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said, take 1 step toward the gods and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. So that is the message from Spirit to the feminine, or females in the collective. And now we have the butterfly for Life Changes Oracle cards, and this is the one where a whole bunch of them flew out, and I kept them out. So there's actually 3 here, and the one is a dietary change. And so just be aware if you have any health issues, and this goes for the whole collective, everybody that's listening out there, the whole universe. Dietary changes are upon us, so be aware and take care of what you put in, because what you put in is how you feel and what you get out. So just try to make even small choices. Cut out some, sugar. Cut out some carbs. Make some more organic choices. That kind of thing. Doesn't have to be extreme. Every day, just try to make more of a conscious decision. And then the gracefully aging. I feel this is for the whole collective, the whole world, is that we are going to start living longer. Grandparents I had were all in their 90s. One was 96, one was 90, one was 91. The only one that actually passed very young was very, very um, sick with heart and sugar, diabetes, all that kind of stuff. She had actually major heart attacks, and she died when I was about 7. So we've come a long way, advanced in medical care and in holistic care, and so people will be living longer. So we are gracefully aging into the future. So the infinity, I feel like this year with this date and the infinity date, is that from now on, from every life, we're going to start living a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. It will be like in the days of the Bible. Eventually we'll be into like the 200s and still going and having families. And then we also have this one, which is volunteer. So if you need to take a break and you're not getting it from the helpful people, or even if you are from that first card, you can always volunteer. Volunteering is very beautiful in any way you can. So I'm volunteering my time right now by doing this reading for the whole collective, as well as the feminine and masculine. And so you can volunteer in other ways in your community or in any way that you feel will be helpful. People are volunteering to help me with my dog who has cancer and donating money, and I'm so appreciative of that. So in any way, if you want to make yourself feel better for the rest of the year when you can, in any way that you can, because when you volunteer and help out, you always get something back in return. So that's the general reading for March 11, 2019, the infinity date, and we also are kind of expanding this reading going into the blue moon and into the 12-12-12 portal in December. And I wish you all beautiful, beautiful spring. Happy spring. Looking forward to summer, everyone. And if you need to get in touch with me, it's Michelle Blanding on Facebook. I have Magical Yoga Arts on Facebook. I also have a private page called Friends Who Like Magical Yoga Arts. If you'd like to be a friend, please ask. And also Twin Flame Fighters and Rhode Island Twin Flame Society. If you'd like a reading, I will be happy to do that for you. If you would like a paid reading, I do mediumship and I do eclectic readings, past life, future life. I always throw in a little bit of mediumship, usually, because most of the time they show up. I can't guarantee it, but 99.9% they do. I also do angels and just, general collective, like psychic, intuitive, clairaudient, clairvoyant, those kind of things. Anything I see here, I will let you know. I do not charge a lot. I don't believe in taking people for a ride for their money, so very, very affordable. And if you'd like any kind of reading, including twin flames, you can look me up. Thank you. Good night.